And we're back. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Are you feeling the fatigue? Are you feeling it's over? I'm not sure what I'm feeling, but I know everybody is feeling fatigue.
Daddy is a little gamey.
Yeah, there is a little bit of that, what do they call that, that bitter sage taste? That game.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's over, but I'm definitely feeling the fatigue. I mean, and the tired and sick and tired. Yeah, no doubt about that. Especially at my age, man. Hey, you take vitamins just to keep up.
Well, you know, the idea is fatigue simply just, I'm tired? I guess in some sense it is the word fatigue. But today's sponsor, I don't know if you guys have heard. Well, your colleague might have, and he's a young entrepreneur in the family world. I don't know about you, Elder, but have you ever heard of these dolls called reborn babies?
I think I have. Are they creepily real looking?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah. I think I've seen these before. Very disturbing.
This week's sponsor is Reborn Baby.
Oh boy.
And it's going to lead us right into fatigue. If you have, which will show kid fatigue, child fatigue, parent fatigue.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it goes on both sides of the coin, however you want to take it. Kids might have parent fatigue. Parents might have parent fatigue of being a parent. You can get yourself a reborn baby. And then you can deal with your fatigue however you like. But this week's sponsor, Reborn Baby.
My fake baby, grocery shopping, and pick up some plants for our aquarium. This is Jovi. She is made of silicone. She is the Arrow 2-month Asleep Sculpt by Bountiful Baby. And let's go ahead and get her dressed. Also, look at her bed head. She is going to be wearing this little yellow set that I got. And I don't have a yellow bow that matches exactly, so I think we're going to pair it with this little white clip. A lot of people ask if she's a full body, but obviously she's not.
No.
A lot of people also ask me if I use real baby diapers. I do not. These are cloth diapers that I got off of Timo, and I use them for all of my babies. You can get them in really cute colors and patterns. Another question I get is, how do you keep your hair from getting messed up?
All right, so this is one, but there's many for every flavor of Reborn Baby. Here's this guy.
Yo, these reborn dolls are crazy. Like the hair texture, look at the hair, yo. It look real. You would think that it's an actual baby. It's life size. Reborn doll is yo.
All right.
Why are its legs moving?
See, well, that's the question. The question is,
I was looking at the fingers to see if the fingers moved.
You're right there. See, the legs are moving. See, that's the question. Are these reborn babies mechanical? I mean, it could be. Maybe it's not. Maybe they're real babies. And maybe reborn babies are like that Walmart thing where you pay in like $10,000 for some shoes and you're getting a reborn baby, but maybe it's
Reborn.
I don't know what to tell you, but people are having fatigue issues, like this woman.
This is a response to my dog fatigue video. He says, "What about kid fatigue?" There we go, the exact type of narcissist.
After I posted my video about how I have dog fatigue, there were a lot of people in that comment section saying, "Oh, well, I have kid fatigue, but I've never had a child shove their face in my crotch. I've never heard stories about parents letting their children poop on the floors in public places. And I've never once told anybody, well, if I were to have a baby, I would never let my baby be around older kids. Because I've heard a lot of news stories about older kids mauling babies." All of the things I mentioned earlier could be said about dogs, though.
This is just the beginning of what we're going to get into with fatigue, but
Wait a second. Can I just address? Yeah, can I address some of the things that she said? Because I have had a kid ram his head into my crotch, and it is not pleasant. I've also had a dog sniff my crotch, and it was like, it wasn't that aggressive. But I mean, having a kid run up to you and slam his head into your crotch, let me tell you, that is extremely painful. And yeah, I mean, kids pooping. You know what? Maybe they don't poop directly on the floor out there, but I've seen people diapers. They just throw their diapers wherever. So yeah, I would say that there are some similarities there, but it's true. I haven't seen one baby maul another. Not
So are
yet.
you saying you have kid fatigue?
Oh no. I was trying to argue against this woman comparing the dog fatigue with the baby fatigue.
See, I didn't even know this was a thing. Like, I understand. I know people have like kid. I didn't know there's a coin thing called kid fatigue, but I know there's parents that's like, this is difficult. I can barely take it. Like this individual.
I'm gonna say it for all of us parents. I'm genuinely tired of school. Like, I'm tired of the drop-offs, the pickups. I'm tired of the emails. I'm tired of the social events. I'm tired of ironing uniforms. I'm tired. Like, let's wrap.
Sometimes I wonder how my parents successfully raised me to be the age that I am now. Because raising parents is a real thing, and it's a fatigue thing.
Okay, so I'm tired of being a mom. I'm tired of waking up and thinking for other people besides myself. I'm tired of getting up and having to fix fucking breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bitch, I'm tired of having to play. I'm tired of having to go to the store and buy unnecessary shit. I'm tired of goddamn fussing and fighting. I'm tired of fucking complaining. I'm tired of hearing mama 1,000 times. Tired of taking people where they got to go. I'm tired of paying for clothes. I'm tired of paying for shoes. I'm tired of doing hair. I'm tired of taking baths. I'm tired of brushing teeth. I'm tired of
I had my baby 15 months ago, which is just wild to even think about, but this is not like a nostalgic, cutesy video. This is going to be me telling you just how much I hated this past year of motherhood. I know that sounds crazy and abrupt and like horrific. Like when I've told people that have asked me, you know, how is motherhood and like, how's the baby? I'm like, oh, this is wild. This is fucking crazy. I don't understand why people do this. I used to say that almost every single day for the first year, because I was absolutely traumatized.
Anyways, it goes on, and there's hundreds of these. So, but this is just the introduction to fatigue. But, you know, reborn baby wants to fix your problem. If you have child fatigue and you're tired of doing hair and making food and going to school and all that, you can have a reborn baby. Now, I don't know, no disclaimer here. I don't know if this is that Walmart Wayfair stuff and they're sending you like real babies or whatever, because that last one did look like there was some movement going on. But
kind of cool.
It would fix all that fatigue if you have kid fatigue.
And fix all my problems.
Possible. Yeah, it's possible that they might also have like springs or something in them that when they're moved, because you know silicone moves, it's very rubbery and moves on its kind of its own if you shake it. But if there was some kind of a springed armature in there and you moved it, it would have some motion like jelly, maybe. But I will make this statement: parenting is not for the faint of heart, and some of us have the wherewithal to be able to do it. And honestly, some people it's not meant for them, and that's no shade. I mean, there are some folks that just aren't meant to be parents, and I respect that. If you know it ahead of time, then that's good. If you don't, it's unfortunate, but hopefully you have somebody to help you out. But yeah, it's not easy. It is not easy, and I wish that was out there more. I wish more people would say that. Anyway.
Now, would you carry that over to your idea that, you know, it's no shade. It's no shade. Would you carry that over to Spanish people, to black people, to white people, to Asian people, to Indian people?
Why we're all humans. We're one. I'm sorry, but we are one race. We're the human race.
Tell that to me.
Yeah, that would carry over to everyone. It's appropriate for everyone that can birth a baby and then have to take care of it. Doesn't matter what race you are.
Tell that to my uncle.
Are you having cringe fatigue? Are you tired of seeing cringe videos? Or whatever you want to title this.
I was just wondering if I could get a CD of that
All right, so you don't have fatigue, you have fetish. That's fine. That's
you have
that's,
infatuation.
I was kind of jamming to that. That was a pretty good jam.
Okay, so,
You want me to bring it back on?
No. No.
Encore.
No.
Let me bring it back.
Like you should do is put it on a CD and give it to him. That's what he wants. I don't know what he's doing.
If they're coming to the East Coast, man.
Don't worry, I'll call my unc later.
Yeah, but
cool.
Fetishes is probably for another segment. That's fine. That's probably a great segment. But I didn't know all this. But you were saying, there should be no shade for people having child fatigue. That was the emphasis. Is there any shade for people who have Spanish fatigue, Black fatigue, white
I'm sorry.
fatigue,
I see what you're saying.
Asian fatigue, Indian fatigue? Because if there's no shade for child fatigue, is there no shade for this?
You know how white people be talking about they got black fatigue? I got white Spanish fatigue.
Black fatigue is a thing. Newsflash. White people don't want to live around ratchet black people.
White people have co-opted the word black fatigue to mask racism and say racist and prejudiced tropes about us online. I figured I'd make a video to describe my white fatigue,
Why do people comment that Latino fatigue?
And this is why Mexican fatigue is real.
There's a lot of like dead ass. I don't even want to see the word Wasian on my fucking explore page anymore, bro. I don't want to see the word Wasian.
For an argument or for a conversation, for boneless and tenders, if the chicken is white, the chicken is cooked. But for the classics.
So, is there any shade for people who have those fatigues?
I think it's human fatigue.
Well, yeah, somebody's talking about that too, but that's way later. We got to go all through all the fatigue.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. We're taking the journey. Okay. Individuals are interesting, but people stink.
What about muscle fatigue?
Yeah. What about just like,
well, yeah. I don't
see.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm tired just looking at that.
Oh, that's not right.
I mean, I'm fatigued just looking at that.
Yeah, it looked really tiring.
Yeah. I mean, that looks like
painful, man, to have your flesh all stretched out like that. That didn't look human.
Probably all the spinach.
So, Elder.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about Spanish fatigue, Mexican fatigue, white fatigue, Black fatigue, Asian fatigue, Indian fatigue?
I get it. I think what we're talking about here is maybe either it's not so much the individual race as it is the stereotypification of a particular race, and maybe in certain cases, there could be like an agenda behind certain, classifications of these, and yeah, I think you can get tired of it because it's just a repeat of certain negative stereotypes. I don't think it's a tiring of the individual people. Like I don't, and personally, I don't get like tired of being around certain type of people, but I do get tired of hearing negative stereotypes about people.
So what if one of those golden child people came up to you, you're just relaxing on a park bench, okay? Just hypothesize with me. And it's all hypothetical. And somebody with a golden head comes up to you and they make you feel uncomfortable and you yell for help, but no help comes. So what do you do in that moment? Like one lady, I can show you what one lady did. You can tell why she'd be fatigued, honestly. And I would be too.
Yeah, I don't know which one is which in this scenario.
Wow.
This might be coined like sidewalk fatigue.
Yeah, it looks like some kind of prankster or something. I don't know what kind of race this is. They're kind of gold. And even this guy's like, what's going on over here?
Well, we have one person later I'll show you. Maybe this is alien fatigue.
Maybe. And, she's slapping her hands and invoking some names. And he's like feeling it somehow in that dimension. Look at this.
Yeah.
Wow. Every clap, he's reactive. The other thing that might be common in today's age, which I think everybody feels also, would be AI fatigue.
And I'm beginning to feel this AI fatigue, as they call it. There's new stuff coming out every single day, and then all these people are feeling pressure to learn these new things right when they come out.
I try not to get too political on here, but man, I think I have got political fatigue.
Last week, I shared this very short little video.
We have some huge breaking news right now. We have some big news right now. We have some terrible breaking news coming. We have some really big news tonight. We have another terrible breaking news up. We have some scary news. We have some big news right now, but we have a devastating update regarding.
And I wanted to talk about it a little bit more. And specifically, I want to talk.
Break news fatigue, or just news fatigue in general. I'll stop there for a second. But AI fatigue is correlated with our news fatigue because every time we hear about news, breaking news, yeah, it's political or it's AI or technological fatigue. And so that's another thing. It's like everybody's. But is that a real thing? Like, how do you feel about that? Is that the same thing as these stereotype connections with like white fatigue, black fatigue, kid fatigue? You know,
Yeah,
skit fatigue.
I think an overload of anything can very easily cause this fatigue. I fatigue. My wife always teases me for the way I say that. But anyway, I'm from Philly. I can't help it. I do believe that that overload of anything is going to get you tired. You're going to get tired of it. And, you know, the more you're mentioning this, it's like almost opening my eyes because I think when you're trapped in it, you don't really think about it as much until you like kind of wake up and say, holy cow, I am tired of this because I'm getting bombarded by it. And yeah, I think it's a real thing. And I think it's, as we've shown so far, and I'm sure you will continue to show, it's hitting us from a lot of different directions.
Well, when dealing with true love, it's at least there is some real love out there. Even if we haven't found it, me and my partner are still looking. But you guys may or may not have found love. I guess I can't speak for you guys, but fatigue isn't real when it comes to true love.
Is this the same person?
I'll do anything that you say, anything, cause you boss, you the boss, you the boss, daddy.
Oh my
That's a different man.
Well, you know.
I know it's good.
Is he like a superstar?
Out, but it's not frozen.
He had a music fatigue.
Pick up your clothes.
Hey. I think this guy would disagree with you, though.
Dating fatigue. Guys, I am going through something. You are going through something. She is going through 1, 2, 3, 4 dating fatigue. I'm tired of it. I don't know how many times we're going to have this conversation. I am so sick and tired of what we are experiencing it today.
Man, there's a lot of that, too. I mean, there's dating fatigue. I mean, I could understand. Like, if that's woman, that same call me Big Daddy or whatever you showed in the original video is being, you know, now that guy is probably having dating fatigue. He's like, I thought I was your daddy. Mm-hmm. But now you've called some other man.
I think that's the same man.
Oh, okay. Well, if it is, then maybe he's found true love.
I think he has.
Yeah. But there's a lot of people dealing with dating fatigue.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Not me personally, but I know many people who are all different ages too. Not just young people. Right. I have older friends who are
but no shade, right?
Well, I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, you can't control it. And yeah, so what are you going to do? What can you do?
For starters, we can start watching some more of those Indian action movies. They have a lot of romance scenes in there.
Hello.
That's pretty romantic, man. Look at that.
Spinning in the air. I don't know about the noise, but this is true. True love. Look at that.
They can't kiss each other, though.
Well, yeah, this centrifugal force, but that guy, you can tell that's the bad guy.
He's having dating fatigue.
No, I think he is in love with her, and he is hurt that she is twirling in the air with another man.
Maybe he's having emotional fatigue.
Yeah, look at him. He actually looks like a villain. Almost looks like his eyelids are closed, and they drew eyes on top of his eyelids. You guys seen the Three Stooges did that one time? So that way you can't tell if they're sleeping.
I don't think everybody feels that way because there's apparently superhero
fatigue is real, and the entire genre is in decline. There is no denying it now.
And before you say it's not superhero fatigue, it's bad movie fatigue. During the peak of superhero mania, the 2010s, even so-so or bad superhero movies did well at the box office. Aquaman made over $1 billion. Thor: The Dark World made $645 million. Batman v Superman made $873.6 million. General audiences, not just diehard fans, were going out to these movies by default. Now, on the other side of the pandemic and the streaming boom, it seems that general audiences are not turning out to these movies by default. The failures of The Marvels, The Flash, and Ant-Man 3 are proof of that. Tastes appear to be shifting, and general audiences are becoming more selective. Or perhaps they're just growing tired of a repetitive product.
Yo guys, it's Kyle coming at you from Bane's Film Reviews. Tonight I'm going to see The Mandalorian and Grogu. I have not been to the theater since September of last year. We're coming up on a year since I've been to the theater. And I'm not feeling overly excited to go see this film. Not only do I not think this is going to be a great film, I'm just not super excited to go to the theater.
So there's movie theater fatigue.
Wait a second. I feel my high horse is coming out of the stable, and I have to get up on my high horse.
Preach.
I'm just going to comment on this whole idea of fatigue, superhero fatigue, and whatever science fiction fatigue.
But before you do, save that thought, because one last thing to add to that.
Fatigued with the 3D animation. I am getting
3D
tired
animation
of
fatigue.
having the same formula, the same more or less rough draft of characters just being applied into a different movie.
So there's that too.
Okay, that fits. Hollywood is producing crap. There's nothing worthwhile going to spend $10, $15 per person to go to the theater to see. Even it's stretching it with your services, when you're paying how much a month. I guess that's a little bit more legit because there might be something you were at least interested in watching. But in terms of going out to the movie theater and seeing stuff, it's dreck. It's trash. And honestly, companies like Disney, and yes, I'm saying it, Disney has destroyed the Star Wars franchise, and it's getting close to destroying the Marvel franchise, and they destroyed the Doctor Who franchise. They're really good with picking up these intellectual properties and then just totally ruining them. So I do have kind of fatigue because they're producing crap, and I'm tired of seeing crap. And I will say that it was refreshing to see this Project Hail Mary movie come out because it was really the kind of movie that I was used to seeing years ago. When you would go out to the theater almost every week or so because there's a great new movie coming out. This is a movie worth seeing. And I'm not getting paid to say that, but I wish I was.
It's good that you're coming out because I think a lot of Americans actually struggle from the same fatigue, Disney fatigue. So your testimony, I think, is helping a lot of people across America, possibly even South America.
Wow. Well, thank you. It's a pretty heavy, burden, but if I can help, I'm always willing to serve.
But another fatigue that exists that's common, that adds to all of this, is I guess they call it utility fatigue.
I want to know what the fuck is happening because I just started looking at my month-to-month bills, right? I write everything down. October 2024, my gas bill was $24. Jump to January 2025, $161. Jump to October 2025, $59.71. January 2026, $358. And I just looked at my next one that covers all of my February gas, $378 for gas in the month of February. Almost $400 for fucking gas? Are you kidding? What are we talking about?
Are you guys feeling utility bill fatigue?
Yeah, I am.
What about debt fatigue?
Y'all, I'm exhausted. I am exhausted of paying off debt, and I can't even mask it.
there's a kind of exhaustion that comes with long-term goals. And that is exactly what I'm feeling right now when it comes to debt payoff. You know, it's that kind of tired that doesn't actually go away. Like, you get a good night's rest, but like, you're still tired. You're still exhausted. And you just keep on kind of doing the thing, right? Over and over again. You are paying, you're tracking, you're updating, you're paying, you're tracking, you're updating. Some months you celebrate and you're super excited. And you're like, woo, look at that. And other months you are just trying to survive. And I swear this is the time of year where it's all about just staying afloat. All right. And no one really talks about that part. The emotional hangover of being responsible all the time. Sure, at some point in time, you weren't responsible. Otherwise, you wouldn't be in debt.
Right.
Well, it's crazy because, you know, if you look at her nails, she just got her nails did. She also had tattoos. She had a very fancy bracelet. She was wearing Ray-Ban glasses. And she had, you know, very fancy, expensive patches that the women put on their face. I know because my partner also puts these on their face to get rid of wrinkles and stuff.
Appreciate that gender neutrality.
Yeah, they're well, I'm all inclusive, so but they're expensive. These well, all of the stuff she's wearing is expensive. She's in a car and she's talking about how she can barely make it. I'm like, man, you just don't know. All you got to do is look at what you're spending your money on. Now, yeah, some people, like if she was actually struggling, you can tell. She's not wearing all this fancy stuff. She's not in a car. She's in an Uber, so she has to Uber places or whatever. And she's talking about how she's barely able to make it. Well, I would ask about, you know, drug and alcohol use too, because that's another big thing that people spend a lot of money on. And it's so that people are. What's that?
Labubu's.
Oh yeah,
spend a lot of money on Labubu's.
Mm-hmm. And fast food. Sometimes even like I've been in this situation. You guys have probably too, where you haven't gone to the movie theater in at least a week, like that one guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or you haven't been to Taco Bell for at least a couple of days, to the point where Taco Bell actually calls you. Like, have you guys ever had Taco Bell call you?
No, I haven't experienced that yet. I haven't got that fatigue.
No, that'd be great though.
One guy had him call him, just like me.
Why Taco Bell calling you?
Taco Bell?
Mm-hmm. Call him back.
Call me?
Mm-hmm. Call him back.
Pick up.
I hate it when this happens. Taco Bell calls you.
Yeah, move away from the baseball bat.
Let it rain. You better not hang that phone up.
Hey, you have to understand where she's coming from. When Taco Bell calls and you're hungry, okay, she's upset. She's trying to figure out, why didn't you answer Taco Bell?
Or why didn't you include me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could have got us food. We're all starving over here.
We all want the same thing that you're chasing.
Yep.
I think that guy's going to be running for the border.
Yeah, he just wanted some tacos, but he didn't want to share the tacos.
He wanted tacos.
Yeah, he didn't want to share it with his wife.
So, I mean, she's upset. She might not like
so.
tacos.
She might not.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're going to think outside the buns,
right,
you have to do it with your wife. Otherwise, you end up in this situation, and we've all been here, where Taco Bell actually calls you. I don't know why she's this upset. I wouldn't. My partner's never been this upset. Unless maybe she's going to take their son out to go play baseball or something while he's getting the Taco Bell.
Yeah, that could be.
Either way, there's a lot of ways to interpret this situation here. For some reason, Taco Bell's not answering either. Like, he's trying to call him back, and Taco Bell, and there's no.
But you can tell she's fatigued.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
she's actually wearing fatigues.
Yeah.
No, that's true. Yeah.
But Taco Bell never answers his phone.
They ain't answering.
His hand's actually shaking too for some reason.
Hey, I mean, I might be nervous if it's like, man, I got caught. I didn't share my Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. There's another weird thing. For some reason, it didn't have, the Taco Bell automated message like, you push this number or whatever, to.
Oh, yeah, maybe it was the back area.
On the back
line,
rooms.
the hotline.
Yeah, it could have been. Or the Taco Bell in their area. I don't know where they're at.
Yeah, or it was maybe calling the private manager's phone number or something. You know, sometimes it's like that. You know, if a manager wants to give you a special deal.
Yeah.
Because you're a routine customer.
That could have been it, the special taco.
Yeah. Well, you know, reading between the lines sometimes is hard too. And, you know, you got to, well, first of all, you got to be able to read, right? But that's another fatigue, apparently. It is reading fatigue.
About reading fatigue. It's getting to that time of year where you'll see a lot of people doing 10 before the ends and like listing huge volumes of books that they want to finish before the year.
I know, man.
And that's fine.
Yeah,
but reading should be fun. It shouldn't be about adding arbitrary deadlines, increasing pressure, and putting yourself under an unnecessary level of lack of enjoyment just so you can maintain a challenge. If you want to change that 10 before the end to 1 before the end, pick one book that you want to read before the end of the year.
Good advice.
And read it.
But there's reading fatigue. And, you know, and I can understand, see, if that other guy, he probably had reading fatigue, so it was hard for him to read between the lines. But once she showed up with the baseball bat, that reading fatigue went away, and he all of a sudden got this like superpower of interpretational ability. You know, but at this point it's too late. It's because he had reading fatigue. If he could just read the lines before, you know, then maybe he wouldn't have met, you know, he wouldn't got, you know, the charge of not sharing his tacos.
Probably.
Yeah, we also don't know what happened at the end of that video. We don't know how it ended.
Well, yeah, he probably didn't get the taco that he wanted. Or maybe they both went to Taco Bell and got food. Let's
I think
hope
that would be a happy ending. Yeah.
And we all want him to have that happy ending. So hopefully that was.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the problem could have been listening fatigue.
Learning how to manage my listening fatigue has been one of the biggest favors I have given to myself as deaf girly, so let's talk about how I do that. I didn't really know what listening fatigue was until I was maybe like 19 or something when the pandemic was happening and we were all wearing masks. That was when I was in college. I would come home from class and I would be so tired, so irritable. I'm such an outgoing person and like I wouldn't want to talk to my roommate.
I don't know. I think just listening to her, I started getting listening fatigue.
He's getting some listening fatigue, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's perfect spokesperson for listening fatigue. But, you know, this is what I'm saying is you don't realize there's all these fatigues out here. Outside of the woman who we saw that colleague showed actually was wearing fatigues. I mean, that's actually a legit fatigue.
Well, other people feel even the utilities fatigue. I mean, some people just have different ways of dealing with it.
What's he doing? Praying.
You know what he's doing.
I didn't know if he was like wiping it off. He's praying over the gas prices. I got you.
Yeah, now, if you pay attention, if you look at these numbers through this whole video, you actually look at the numbers.
It's changing?
No, they stay the same.
Oh, okay. I guess his fatigue continues. Yeah, no, maybe he's got to pray
Although I'd
harder.
like to know where to get gas at $3.70 a gallon.
Well, maybe that's all of his hard work.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, that's true.
Maybe it was at like $24, but because he's been saying, and he's in the rain too. He's in the rain.
I don't know if you guys drive cars where you are, or if there's, you know, whatever. But gas has been incredibly high in this area. It's been way above $4 a gallon. So seeing it at $3.75 is pretty shocking.
Well, what are we going to do with all this fatigue? 'Cause there's a lot more fatigue, which will continue on throughout this episode. But what are we going to do? What are we going to do about all this fatigue? It seems like it's progressively, you know, are we going to get a fatigue? Sometimes when you see fatigue, you know, you start feeling empathetic and compassionate. It's like, oh, look at the guy over there. He's working really hard trying to deal with his gas price fatigue. So you kind of sympathize, like, oh, I feel that. And what are you going to do? I mean, how long can you empathize or sympathize before that becomes a fatigue?
Like,
I've heard of compassion fatigue, but
compassion fatigue is a thing, but empathy too is like we've been giving a shit about so many things that didn't.
We just don't care.
Like, everyone's so out of empathy. You're like, they've drained the tanks where you're like, we're supposed to care about this and these people and this thing happening and now fucking, blah, and now everyone's tanks are drained and they're going to be like, guess what, aliens are here? We're going to be like, does anyone, okay, cool. Are they going to do anything to benefit anybody?
So there is a real phenomenon I've noticed, and I've seen it in other people, and I've heard different podcasts kind of talk about it. That when you're studying the UFO phenomenon and aliens, ET,
why is he talking so slow?
You feel overwhelmed
because he's
fatigued.
He's
or
fatigued.
Like, whoa, this is too heavy. Yeah, this is weird.
Whoa.
And it's just like this huge hesitation. Like, this is all too much.
That's right.
Did you play this in slow motion?
Fine. That's a natural feeling. And if you ever feel that way, focus on something else.
Now I'm feeling it right now.
But so, like the guy said, compassion. Eventually, the aliens are here, and unfortunately, when the aliens show up, you're going to have UFO fatigue.
Yeah, so when those aliens do show up.
I promise everyone, I did slow that down. That's real speed, but that's real fatigue. He's tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually made me tired.
Yeah, that's the real thing. And he gave you some advice. Just go look at something else. But then you're going to get fatigued to that too, right?
It depends on what you're doing, I guess.
The things that you find, colleague, it's almost terrifying that you're able to find these things. Like, I can't imagine what your search history must look like on your browser.
You want to see it?
I think there might be some people who would pay to see it.
Do you think this makes me proud of what I've done?
Well, you're sharing it, so I mean,
we've all made mistakes in our lives. Don't act like I'm the only one here who's messed up.
Yes, I know. No casting stones.
That's right. So anybody throwing stones at me, just look out.
But maybe a colleague is just evidence of all the fatigue. I mean, when you get tired of everything, you just start adventuring, right?
Well, that's actually the real reason I've done all this that you guys think I've done anyways, allegedly.
I ain't thinking that.
Is because I know I'm not saying that you guys actually think I'm doing all this stuff. I'm just saying this stuff that you hear people talk about. That's actually why somebody in my position would do this stuff, is because of all the fatigue. I mean, you really couldn't blame me. You really couldn't.
Well, I'm not.
Even if you wanted to blame me, you really couldn't blame me.
No. I don't think there's any blame here.
I think if you guys were in my clothes, you would do the same exact thing.
Well, I think this whole episode is emphasizing why everybody has a particular fatigue.
I have got car internet fatigue, or I guess internet car community fatigue. Either way, I'm tired of it. I'm just bored. There is so much fucking content now that it's exactly the same. Everything's the same.
Guys, I think I've reached a point where I genuinely don't feel motivation to do anything in my car anymore. And I'm kind of happy with how it is. Obviously I still look at other cars and think damn, I should have gotten that instead, or damn, that looks mad good. But I just don't really have the urge to put anything on my car or buy any more parts anymore. And it's so weird because I feel all the time I'm just thinking about what's the next mod I should get. Oh, diffuser. Oh, resonator. Oh, X mid pipe. Oh, whatever. This, that. Oh, Valvetronic exhaust. Oh, stage 2 tune. Rentec, whatever. Stuff like that. But now I just feel I don't want to do anything anymore. I just love sitting in my car and I say unusually far back. So I'm just kind of cruising and just
Right.
Honestly, if you have a Tesla, I really don't like you at all.
Easy.
So what I was bringing those up is, this is more, but the reason I was bringing those up is, see, there's particular fatigue. Who's ever heard of car internet fatigue? I can maybe car fatigue. Car is probably a very basic, but car internet fatigue is very particular. So nobody can blame you.
Yeah, all I hear is rich people talking. It's like, yeah, I'm getting mimosa fatigue. I'm getting, private jet fatigue. Man, it's just all that private jets.
Lobster fatigue. Yeah.
But I understand when it's a personal fatigue, right? Yeah, maybe the rich people, or you're a poor person and you're having those fatigue. It's a personal fatigue.
Well, if you're a young kid talking about how you've already souped up your car to the max and now you're fatigued, it's like, you're using mommy and daddy's money.
Right, but it's a personal fatigue, right? I'm tired of it. But what happens when it goes to the next level? Because this is what I was watching when I was looking at all this fatigue. I get it. I'm bored with my life. But then I saw something. I was like, oh no. Oh no. Because once you're fatigued of fatigue, it's strange. It doesn't stop. You would think that would be the end of all the fatigues.
No.
But no.
It would just keep going,
The next level of fatigue is, it's not good enough for me to have my fatigue. I'm going to project fatigue on other things. So now it's an infinite fatigue.
Tinker had whisker fatigue was because she wasn't finishing the food in her bowl. She started to leave a quarter of the food left, and that's really unlike Tinker. She loves food. She'll gobble it down. She'll eat it very quickly. There were a few times as well where I would walk past her eating and she was using her paw to scoop out the food from her bowl, and then she would eat it off the floor. And that was weird because I'd never seen that. And I realized, that's why the food is always on the floor after she'd finished. I was like, why is she being so messy? Then it clicked in my head that it was whisker fatigue. I hadn't.
Oh, wow.
See, this is what I'm saying. It will never end because, like I said, I thought it would end with our fatigue, but no, the complaints can never stop. Once you're tired of complaining about sick and tired of being sick and tired, you're going to start looking at other things. It's like, they must be sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Even religious people are fatigued too.
It looks very tiring.
When the church when the church dance starts to feel like a church dance.
I'm just sweating.
Yeah, he's got a lot of energy, but even he doesn't want to admit that he's fatigued, but he is.
Yeah, well, I get it. That's probably child fatigue, or parent fatigue. One of the two. The children are out there trying to please the parents, or the kids are out there trying to be free from the parents. One of the two. But when you start doing things to exhaustion, I started realizing it may not just that may be a front for fatigue. If you get cat fatigue, you might get a dog. If you get dog fatigue, you might get a cat. If you have food fatigue, you might become a breatharian. So sometimes what I've been noticing, because there is some kind of weird pattern, and anybody go out there and start researching fatigue, it seems like you read a point of fatigue, but then you find a new thing so you can get a new fatigue. And, that's the old saying, you never stop complaining. And when I saw that woman start complaining about the cat's fatigue, that's when this will go on forever. So going back to the beginning.
We're on the topic of fatigue. Let's talk about cat fatigue.
I'm going to say this as calmly as I can because I'm so glad that we're finally talking about dog fatigue because I really struggle with it. For context, my 7-year-old, when he was 1 year old, he was bit in the face by the family dog. It was completely unprovoked and it was very traumatic. He is absolutely fine, but that still carries forward, okay? If I instinctively move my children away from your dog in the street, why are you acting offended? Oh, he's friendly. Oh, I don't care. You could not pay me to care if you think that dog, that animal, is friendly, because it is still an animal at the end of the day. It has animal instincts that can be triggered at any point in time. I don't know that dog. I don't want to fucking know that dog. Your dog, your sweet baby fur baby angel, is actually looking eye to eye with my child. That's like me putting a bear next to you and going, oh, don't worry, they're friendly.
There's a lot of pet fatigues out there. People have fish fatigue, apparently. People have cat fatigue. People have dog fatigue. People have, I didn't find it. I was actually looking. One fatigue I didn't find, I thought there would be was like zoo fatigue or so. I couldn't find zoo fatigue. So, maybe that's a good thing because maybe there's something that shouldn't be on there. But so there's a lot of pet fatigues. And so there is the personal fatigue. I'm tired of cats, dogs, giraffes, rhinoceroses. Tired of my cat's whiskers having fatigue. And so there's that level too. So that's why I know now it's transferring. It's not me anymore. We're going to find other things too, because that's what I was trying to show with the cars. That's not you either. That's something else. And now you're going to be tired of that. Pretty soon we're going to have soda fatigue, spaghetti fatigue, beanie fatigue, host helmet fatigue. It's moving. It's like organic. It's growing. And so what do you try to do when you have all this fatigue?
Sleep.
Yeah, there's going to be sleep fatigue. There's that too. I didn't even put it in. There's a whole big thing on sleep fatigue.
Well, if you sleep too long, but yeah.
Yeah, they're sick and tired of sleeping.
Yeah.
But usually what people do when they get the fatigue, they try to escape, right? So let me clear my mind. And when people try to clear their mind, they try to go traveling to a new place, something to isolate my mind. But that's not going to work either.
This side of travelling, but just the absolute fatigue. Constantly getting up every morning, always moving, whether it's buses, trains, planes. Like, sometimes you just get knackered and you literally just need a rest. You need to take a day off, just stay in bed, do absolutely nothing. You get that very occasionally, and I've got it at the moment. But sometimes you have to push through. Like, I woke up at 5 this morning, took an hour taxi,
that next airplane ticket.
then had to take another bus and elevator. You know, just same shit every day. You're constantly moving.
So this is
you
travel
don't get
fatigue.
a rest, you don't get a break.
You can't ever take a break from traveling.
Man, it sucks being rich because I can just do whatever I want. Go travel the world, man. It's getting so tiring being rich.
You get tired of that too.
Yeah. Like all this money's getting so tired. I'm tired of carrying all this money around.
But, you know, that's external. Back to the internal. Even pretty people have this problem. So then there's beauty industry fatigue.
Especially with receiving so much PR, I started to notice at some point, all this PR is the same shit with just a different packaging. And look, and I don't want to come off like I'm sounding ungrateful, because there are some products that I love them. There are some products where like I receive them and I'm just like, this is just another one, you know? It's just like another highlighter, another matte lipstick. At some point I was starting to notice these are all the same things in just different shapes and colors.
Have you guys seen the pattern yet about the complaints? Like, hopefully you guys are picking up what every one of these people have been saying as the complaints. What is the cause of fatigue? Like, this is a case study. This should be it. We're going through every fatigue, at least what I could find within about like an hour. I'm sure there's more out there. What's the pattern? What I've noticed is that they got excited about something because of a trend, whatever it is.
Yeah.
They got themselves into this trend, and then they realize it's just a redundancy. It's not the great thing that they thought it would be. And then all the complaints is, oh, we just got another one and another one. And like that guy says, and another one. There's music fatigue also. I'm not going down that road. Maybe I will. But that seems to be the trend. So how do you fix this?
The pattern I was picking up on is that we have it too good. And that's the fatigue. You're actually getting everything you want and you get tired of it.
That's a good assessment.
But if you're right that it's because these are people that followed a trend, but that's not what they actually like doing. Because if those people liked doing whatever they're doing, they would never get tired of it. They could do it for the rest of their life because they actually enjoy it. They would have no regrets because that's what they've always wanted to do. Their entire life, they did it. But yeah, it seems like they followed someone else's bandwagon, though, and got stuck into doing something that they didn't actually like doing. And now they're getting tired of it. It's like, this isn't even me. This isn't what I wanted. This is what somebody else wanted.
You know, and I saw, and you know, I think what you said in the beginning, too, is a good assessment, is you're not doing what you wanted. But what happens when it becomes something natural? Like every man, I don't know what you identify as, and I don't care, okay. But men that have a heterosexual proclivity, their ultimate goal, regardless how they want to phrase this, is chasing women so they can procreate with as much women as possible. However you want to phrase it, I don't even care. But what happens when that becomes a fatigue? See, you're not chasing a trend, you're chasing a genetical proclivity. But apparently there's BBL fatigue.
Hey, I got a question for y'all, bro.
when did BBLs and just fake everything that a woman has on her body, like when did that become the norm? Like when did it get to a point in society where that wasn't frowned upon?
So now, is that just simply, it could be, it's a trend. People picked up on the trend. So now everybody's getting BBLs, breast implants, doing all this stuff so they can look as attractive according to the trend. And maybe men thought they wanted that. And now it's so over-flooded. Men are like, I don't want to see another BBL, another breast implant. I want to see something, I guess the word's natural.
Well, natural would be fine. Yeah, it's all that the extra stuff that just looks nasty. Yuck.
Right. But clearly it became popular because apparently men wanted it. It sold. It like porn fatigue.
I don't know how much men wanted it as much as the government wanted men to want it. Almost like the whole Victoria's Secret thing. I think men have always wanted a little meat on the bones of women, but because of Victoria's Secret, and they tried to force this idea that, no, if you're a real man, you really like these broomstick-looking women. But that's never been the reality. So, and so before Victoria's Secret, people thought, thicker women were pretty. And during Victoria's Secret's reign, they still thought thicker women were pretty. And after Victoria's Secret, we still think thicker women are pretty.
But now they don't want that thick because it's too thick. Now you're saying, oh, we got BBL.
Yeah, I think
fatigue.
The BBL stuff is another Victoria's Secret. It's just the opposite. Now there's all this
So
fake.
you want thick? We'll give you real thick.
Yeah, but it's all fake. We just want it. We just want it natural, and we want it thick.
Yeah,
lay it on heavy.
That's what's interesting. It doesn't matter which side of the coin. Even genetical proclivities are starting to get fatigue. And I think you might have hit on something, which I think the end result of all of this, my conclusion, is that I think there's always been fatigue. I mean, we can call it whatever. It's just a trend right now, right? Everybody's calling fatigue everything. Clearly, I've been showing you guys this new word fatigue is everything. We've always had novelty. That's the continual word from generations of forever. Everybody likes something new, something novel. When a woman is fully dressed, the novelty is what's behind the dress, right? The mystery, the secrecy, the idea. Everybody wants what's behind door number 3. The novelty is good. And then after you have that, then you might get bored. Like this is a normal thing. Everybody has this feeling. I just don't think it's ever been this common because we have so much access. Like this is something Madison was talking about in Article Paper 51, Federalist Paper 51. The reason why America is so interesting is because it's so big. And because it's so big, little ideas have time to spread out so that radical ideas can get modernized and spread out so it can be rational to a large group of people. But I made the argument before, that's over. Social media doesn't allow for Madison's idea to work anymore because you can pull something on TikTok today and it can spread like wildfire tomorrow, and there's no time for it to slowly migrate into something acceptable.
Right.
Social media might be the reason why we're in an infinite loop and you ain't getting out of it. You are going to be tired of everything because there is no opportunity for novelty. And so that's why you have influencer fatigue.
Experiencing influencer fatigue? Hi,
Yes.
You might recognize me from this video that got a couple views. I think there's a reason this video is...
So even she, as an influencer, is recognizing there's influencer fatigue. And I think this is the answer. And I don't know how you fix this, right? I don't know how you fix this without getting rid of social media, because if anybody can pull up anything, novelty is gone. Or at least one day. You got about 1 day, maybe 1 week. Everybody's going to get bored of everything. Now, you know what, and the reason why I thought that was interesting, because you know what's the gospel that they preach in the AI Silicon Valley world? Well, when AI finally happens and singularity hits, you can do whatever you want. Well, I'm fatigued out. I don't know what I want to do anymore.
Or it'd be a perfect way to tell you, just go sit down, relax in your house, put these goggles on,
and
receive the mark of the beast.
No, you're going to receive the thing that's going to be like, I've seen all this already. What are you going to give me new? Nothing.
Well, it's not like we're going to go back to the age of our ancestors and start eating healthy again.
We might. See, to us, a lot of this is novel. Like, I ain't never done that. Have you? Maybe when I was like 3, 5.
I don't know if those are spiders or ants, but they look like spiders.
I didn't see that.
Actually, see all those?
Yeah, it looks like
see all those spiders or ants. Something.
Nice.
See, that's pretty novel. It's even hard to swallow right now.
No, protein is good for you.
It might be fire ants. It might be spicy.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying.
Spicy ant.
You remember a couple episodes ago, I talked about that website called Dare, where people are paying for people to do dares.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's what it's like coming down to. It's like, but novelty has to have an ante up. Once you do one thing, people are going to want a bigger thing. And eventually that has fatigue. It's like, all right, till you chop somebody's head off, I don't even care anymore. I don't know if we'll be able to fix this. And I think this AI gospel that they're going to fix everything with singularity is actually not going to fix anything. I think people are there's going to be a pushback unless you can bring something even more novel. But if you're giving us all this overstimulation, I think you're actually defeating yourself because there's nothing left to bring that's going to be stimulating because you're actually frying our dopamine receptors. We are all overstimulated. So how are you going to fix this? Because everybody has it. I mean, you got white feminist fatigue.
You're not a feminist for hating makeup. And if you're...
See, this isn't feminist. This is particular. Like, it's not enough to be a feminist. You got to have white feminist fatigue.
Nigga got mad at me because I'm talking to his bitch. So, nigga, somebody talking to mine. Get in the game.
He too busy trying to be pretty to even lip sync.
TikTok fatigue.
Anybody else absolutely exhausted with politics lately?
Fraud fatigue.
Has anybody else started to reach their breaking point?
Is anyone else feeling the outrage fatigue right now?
Outrage fatigue.
You hate the rich and want to tax the rich, but you idolize rich celebrities who will never know your name and you buy.
Hobby
Does anyone
fatigue.
else have a problem choosing between which hobby to do after their
collector's fatigue?
Fatigue is setting in.
I'm getting the craziest amount of anime fatigue right now. There's so many anime that I want to watch, but I just can't will myself to do it. Like,
I don't think any words can describe how just mentally checked out.
It's everything. Like literally, we just went down the spectrum. We went from white feminists, anime, collectors, military. Everybody's fatigued out.
I don't know, guys. I think we may have finally reached the end. Maybe this is it. I mean, maybe these are the end times because we're tired of everything and we've had enough of everything and this is it. We're done.
But what are you going to do?
It's almost like that song. It's the end of the world as we know it. And what does he say? I feel fine.
Yeah, but they're going to have music fatigue.
Have y'all ever listened to music so much you low-key just start getting annoyed at the shit?
Does anybody else just feel like they have like this crazy amount of information fatigue?
Information fatigue.
Boomers collectively suck. You guys.
Gen Z has such a high favorability of socialism because we have Red Scare fatigue.
I don't even know what Red Scare fatigue is, but that's something.
Is anyone else
job
on
fatigue
right now? I just got on an interview.
Tired of working.
And so I decided to look up the company because the interview was...
I think the reason many people reject Christianity today is because of this idea of Christian fatigue.
It's Christian fatigue, Ramadan fatigue.
Actually, wake up. Actually, sleep. Actually, don't sleep. Actually, what are you doing? Wake up. Actually, sleep. Wake up. Don't sleep. Wake up. Don't sleep. Don't eat. Actually, don't eat. Don't eat. Sleep. You gotta sleep. How about sleep?
Bro, does anyone else just have human fatigue?
And then it's human fatigue.
Here it is.
Like, forget black fatigue and white fatigue. I just have human fatigue in general.
We're just tired.
I rest my case. There it is.
Human
fatigue. I'm just freaking tired of people.
It's not just people.
Yeah.
You're tired of things that we can do. There's just nothing left. People are tired of doing things. People are tired of each other. People are just tired of everything. They're even tired of their cats, their dogs, cat problem, whisker. What is whisker fatigue?
Whisker. Yep.
This is why so many people are isolating now.
They got rain fatigue.
I mean, it's genius, but why? Like, how, that's most of that bag's gonna be carbon dioxide. He's not gonna be able to breathe here soon.
But maybe that's how he's getting rid of his
Maybe
fatigue.
that's the whole key. Yeah,
He's gonna have to actually get out of that eventually and get wet. Like really, because it looks like he's sitting in a puddle.
Or you can stay in there and just have voluntary, exit of the fatigue.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I think some people may be driven to that because of the fatigue.
That's all I have for
Sadly.
the fatigue. But before I end it and transfer over to colleagues' fatigue tabs, I just want to show you guys, and this is a one hit so you can see it as the final threshold. This is our humanity as of today, as of, what is today? June 11th, 2026. This is our reality.
You know how white people be talking.
Black fatigue is a thing.
White people have co-opted the word.
Why do people comment that Latin?
And this is why Mexican fatigue.
Like dead ass, I don't even want to see.
For an argument or for a conversation?
I'm a software engineer and I'm beginning to feel.
I try not to get too political on here, but
last week I shared this.
I want to know what the fuck is happening.
Y'all, I'm exhausted. I am exhausted.
Superhero fatigue is real and the...
Yo guys, it's Kyle coming at you.
I'm getting a little bit fatigued.
Hey, let's talk about reading fatigue.
It's like... I've heard of compassion fatigue. But...
So there is a...
Learning how to manage my listening fatigue has been...
I'm so sick and tired of parents being right about everything.
Dating fatigue.
Hey look, if you calling me to go through the motions...
I have got car internet fatigue.
Guys, I think I've reached a point where
Honestly, if you have a Tesla,
How I realized that Tinker had whisker fatigue was...
While we're on the topic of fatigue,
I'm going to say this as calmly as I can because I'm so glad that we're finally talking about dog fatigue.
Nobody talks about this side of traveling, but just that...
I feel like, especially with receiving so much PR,
Hey, I got a question for y'all, bro.
Are we experiencing influencer fatigue?
Listen, you're not a feminist for hating makeup.
Nigga got mad at me because I'm talking to his bitch.
TikTok fatigue.
Anybody else absolutely exhausted with politics?
Has anybody else started to reach their breaking point? Or
is anyone else feeling the outrage fatigue?
You hate the rich and want to tax the rich, but you idolize rich.
Does anyone else have a problem choosing between which hobby to do after their...
Hey guys, fatigue is setting in.
I'm getting the craziest amount of anime fatigue right now.
I don't think any words can describe. Have y'all ever listened to music so much?
Does anybody else just feel like they have like this crazy amount?
Boomers collectively suck.
Gen Z has such a high favorability of socialism.
Is anyone else having job fatigue right now?
I think the reason many people reject Christianity today...
Wait, come on, bro, you have to eat. Come on, hurry up and eat. You have to go to sleep.
Bro, does anyone else just have human fatigue?
And honestly, there's more, but I didn't put it in there. But that's your reality.
Yeah, you didn't put the trans fatigue.
Looking. Cool.
The bottom is from Thailand?
Coconut bread from Thailand.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Ma'am.
Sorry, my bad. And the middle one is from India. It's the papadom with the gingerbread chutney.
Okay.
And the third is from Brazil. It's a cheese bread with the guava sauce.
Thank you. Just like totally sucks the joy out of this bread tower. Makes me want to immediately like leave. Because I no longer feel like safe here. It's like, oh, my guard now has to be up. I'm not going to enjoy this bread as much because my guard is up. We should be able to go places and not have to worry. I don't think I really want this bread tower, actually. I think I'd rather have the check if that's okay.
Yeah.
I think that's the training. You're supposed to say friend or just not use gendered language. It's like a pretty big thing that Disney has done. Nothing was wrong with bread.
But, there's dual fatigue here. She's fatigued of dealing with other cultures.
Exactly, right? Like,
she wants her own culture when she's going to other cultures. And I'm saying she, I guess that's what she's projecting here. Clearly she's he, but I don't know.
It's okay. I would love to pay for the drink, please.
No, the drink is on me too, so...
Are you sure?
You're good, yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
So he was
That
being
is
nice,
fancy looking.
but,
Cool.
there's nice fatigue, kind fatigue. But yeah, that's right. There's the...
And that's an older video, obviously. Everybody's seen that before, but there's a lot of videos like that.
Yeah, what's that acronym? Let's see if I can still... MMI... Indigenous Missing Women, WGS2 LGBTQQ+.
Yeah, tranny fatigue.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
And my car is experiencing some tranny fatigue lately too. It's slipping a little bit.
Yeah. But I want to ask you guys in the comments as we transfer over to colleagues' fatigue tabs. Tell us in there, what's the solution? How are you going to fix all this fatigue? Clearly, the silicon gospel is the singularity is going to fix it. But you're going to be fatigued out. You're going to have experienced everything. There's going to be no novelty. And when you put on those glasses, like colleagues showed before, you're just going to end up realizing you're in an ad for Chuck E. Cheese for the last 75 years. And that's about all that's going to happen. Tell us, how do you fix this fatigue? Colleague, what's on your fatigue tabs?
I'm going to play a video. Somebody. Whoa, that's not the video.
Activated.
Wow. I'm going to play a video, not of whisker fatigue, but somebody noticed something. As you guys know, this is Pride Month, but it's also National Sewing Machine Day.
It's also National Men's Health Month.
Yeah, that's good. Well, happy National Sewing Machine Day to everyone.
It's actually also Juneteenth.
Sure, yeah.
That's the 19th.
That's what I'm saying. They're shoving everything in June.
Yeah. Well, it's also Pride Month. And somebody realized something in Pride Month. Okay, do you guys see anything funny about Pride Month here?
Yeah, right in the middle.
You see this you see a triangle in the middle of the screen?
I do.
Okay. Now watch what happens when I push click.
Sometimes we see a word and we don't understand what exactly we are seeing. And the answer is right there in our face the whole time. And this one, you're left with these letters. Which spells this.
I don't want to touch it. Doesn't want anything to do with it.
This word means
she's saying prith means to cast. So it's saying to cast demons is actually found in Pride Month. So prith, demon.
But if we take off the P, it'd be Ride Month. But then it'd be Rith Demons.
Ride! Well, I looked
that would
up.
be good. That would be good for you then, colleague, if it was Ride Month.
It would.
You get a lot of business.
Yeah, me and my partner, we love to ride. Sometimes we take the bikes out once a month. Sometimes we take them out once a week.
You use a tricycle?
No, it's not a trike. It's a bike. It's just got two wheels. No, quad. No, it's got two wheels. But we ride. Sometimes we ride all night. I've ridden before so long till my butt hurt.
The wheels fall off.
Well, yeah, I mean sometimes that happens too. But you don't like. There's just times when you start actually.
Sometimes you run out of gas.
Yeah.
Right. Sometimes you run out of gas.
Well, your posture gets jacked up.
Well, yeah, if you don't have a perfect arch, like it's all about the arch too.
Right.
You're not protecting your back. You're not protecting anything. But
you got to wear a helmet.
That's beside the point.
Your feet get tired.
Eventually. Well, I looked up what prith means on Google. This is what it says. It originates from an ancient Sanskrit root word meaning broad or vast. It signifies earth, representing strength, ability, nourishment. So it comes from this.
So it's a broad
Hindu
demon?
word. I don't know. Maybe a broadening or vast demons. Maybe is what you could see it as. Yeah, I'm not seeing what she was saying where prith means to cast. there was something that one of these things said about casting, but it seems like every time I look in different websites is the same term, the same meaning that I'm getting is, yeah. Now, in the Latin prith, apparently also, it actually means to be a hierarchical, like before, to have primacy. So you could be like some hierarchical demon if it's Latin.
And it takes the beginning and the end and swallows the middle. So it's like the parentheses.
Yeah, it's like a snake.
Yeah.
A two-eyed snake.
Yeah, it's protecting it on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like a taco.
Need I remind you guys the algorithm here? So you see here, yeah, you have demon in the middle, sandwiched right in between prith.
Or prytith.
So, yeah, what do you guys make of that?
Yeah, I think that's that is wow.
I'm trying to figure out how many different words can I create with that.
I was thinking the same thing.
No matter what you,
I saw dime in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Dime being 10. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can do a lot of things.
10, right?
You could be
10
the
Commandments.
10th demon.
Yeah. Well,
no matter how you spin it, the message is always true.
Your projection. Right.
Well, it's always the same. Pride Month doesn't seem to be what it claims to be. There seems to be some kind of transition going on that we don't know about. But we had better start learning. If we want any hope at winning this thing.
I wonder what she's going to do with Mental Health Month and Black History Month and, all the other months.
Only
she can tell.
Time knows.
Maybe we should write her and ask her to do like this English code deciphering for everything. She might have the answers.
There is no secret that time will not betray.
But what else has time revealed to you?
I thought I would show you guys what we're dealing with Pride Month.
Hi, you forgot to do the dishes. Don't forget to do the dishes after you do the trash. And clean your room. Drink water.
Are you sure that's Pride Month? I don't know what that is.
That's the embodiment of what we were just looking at. The Prith demon.
I don't know what that is. Looked like Papa Smurf that got mutated.
A little bit like Nightcrawler from the X-Men. A little bit.
Well, moving on to my next segment.
Well, before you do, if you want to continue Pride Month, I don't know if anybody have ever seen this, but apparently this was from the San Francisco Choir in 2023.
We'll convert your children. Happens bit by bit, quietly and subtly, and you will barely notice it. We'll convert your children. We're coming for them. We're coming for your children. We're coming for them. We're coming for your children. We'll corrupt your kids.
And you can say whatever you want. You can go look it up. It's on YouTube. It's by San Francisco Choir. That's legit. They're coming for your children.
Those same singers, I wonder if they sing like that in prison when the prisoners are having their way with them after they got those children that they wanted.
But I don't know.
They sing all right.
Yeah, I don't think it's as beautiful, but I'm sure that they're still singing because they got the children. I went to prison, and they're singing.
I actually saw that last week, and it was because I was looking up what you were telling me about the POCD.
Well, you should never look up stuff I talk about.
Well, I mean, that was a fascinating. That was new to me too. That was novel. I was like, I never heard of such thing. And within that, this came up, and I was like, this is AI. This can't be. Nobody's doing that. But
I remember when that came out.
It's still in the archive on YouTube. and it's the San Francisco Choir, and I'm like, you could do whatever you want, you can say whatever you want. Of course, we're going to say that's bad, but it's a whole nother thing when you want the world to know this, that you're saying something that really there's no way to get around that sounds really predatorial.
Yeah, they should have had children singing that. It wouldn't have been as weird, or at least a bunch of women. If you had lesbians, that'd still be weird. But yeah, grown men singing that.
I wonder if it was supposed to be satirical.
It wasn't.
Oh, I was kind of
because if you continue listening to the whole song, they're trying to say we're going to get into your schools, we're going to change them, and eventually they're going to accept this, and we're going to be all accepted, and this is all going to be, we're all going to be united and accepted. So, but first we have to change the perception of your children.
Well, in slew of children and child rearing, I found out that, as I guess some mothers and other parents are finding out, that children don't really have recess anymore, which is kind of weird. I'll let this lady explain it, and we'll talk more about it.
So I was just talking to this little girl, and she's in 4th grade, and she was telling me about her boyfriend. And I said, oh, is he in your class? She says, yeah. And I said, oh, do you hang out with him at recess? And she goes, huh? And I said, do you guys play together at recess or hang out after school? And she goes, what's recess? And I said, like after lunchtime, you go outside, go on the swings, go down the slide, play tag. She goes, no, we don't have that. And I said, so what do you do? She goes, oh, after lunch, we have computer time where we watch YouTube videos and go on our phones. We are absolutely cooked.
We are cooked.
We are cooked. Yep.
We're actually baked.
That's actually just preparing the young kids for fatigue. It's fine when adults get fatigued, but now kids are going to get fatigued before they even become a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
The kids are supposed to be dreaming about what they're going to be in the future, but by the time they become a teenager, they're going to be like, what future? Who cares? I'm tired of everything.
Hey, who cares? I'm baked.
Yeah, it's done. It's like, I don't even get a chance to play outside. I'm going back on my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't even get any outside time. They don't get no sunlight. They're just on YouTube. It's just video game time.
Whoa. Come on. You don't want kids going outside. They'll get skin cancer, or they'll get toxic fumes in the they'll breathe in.
Played this old video of this woman. She was filming these kids outside her house playing, and they look awkward, like they didn't know how to play. Like they were just messing with a bush.
What do
they were
I
just
do?
Looking at each other. It's like
what
they
do I
didn't
do with
even
my
know
hands?
how to play. Right. But, I don't, again, this just adds to the ideas. Like, what do you do with this quandary? You're actually creating fatigue early. Children are not going to be dreaming about anything. And what triggered my mind, as colleague was saying, I was about to say is, all these fatigue videos are adults, clearly. That's what I'm looking at. And clearly, I leave child psychology to child psychologists, right? But I guess that's an interesting thing to look at. If I was to ask a kid, do you have fatigue? Are they going to start saying the similar kind of constructs? I guess that's a whole nother thought. It's like, maybe we are really just pushing this idea of novelty back farther and farther, because that's what makes kids feel excited, is novelty. They haven't experienced anything yet. But maybe if they just get virtually stimulated of novelty, that really will eradicate any external pursuance, because they don't care anymore. They've been overstimulated visually, so they don't care.
Well, my daughter's always tired, but she doesn't have any laptop. She doesn't have a cell phone. She doesn't have a tablet. She doesn't have anything.
Well, maybe she's safe.
Maybe. I mean, she's only 27 right now, so... But she just cut herself off from the world. But we never let her have any of that stuff anyways. But she's just always tired. She was always tired. Even when she was born, she was just tired. She was just sleeping.
That's just probably body fatigue. She's just tired. Well, that's fine. I guess you could take some coffee or something.
You can't give coffee to a baby.
He's 27, right?
No, I'm talking about when she was first born, though.
Yeah. I say
You
now,
got to let
though,
it
she's
cool
still
down
tired.
before you give it to them. You don't give them hot coffee. You wait till it cools down, then you give it to them.
Yeah,
we tried that.
But she might be safe then. She might be one of the few, the proud, the unfatigued.
The chosen.
Yeah.
Well, I looked on Google again, and Google says, yes, most public elementary schools still have recess, but is much shorter than it used to be, and is rarely guaranteed by state law. So they're saying it's dropping in time, I guess. Elementary level says 90% of elementary schools still scheduled regular recess, but since the mid-2000s, many districts have cut back on playtime to make room for core academics. I wonder what that looks like. Middle school and high school, structured breaks drop drastically as students age. In older grades, built-in recess is almost completely non-existent. So I don't think this information is accurate, if I'm being completely honest.
You know, what's interesting is because it is different than Asian cultures. In Asian cultures, they have this thing called 996, and it's very common since you're in elementary school till you get to college. You go to school for 9 hours. Once you get off, you do tutoring for 9 hours, and then you sleep for 6 hours. And you do this every single day, 6 days a week, and you might get one day off. It's the 996 culture. But for them, that's normal.
That's right.
But to think that they're trying to bring that over here to America, I don't, I was like, oh, you're taking away recess. What are you said core academics? We have been watching all these parents and teachers saying nobody can read. Mm-hmm. What's these core academics?
And that's in the elementary level too.
Yeah. So I don't know what this core academics is doing. Whatever's going on, it's not progressing at minimum literacy. But that's sad. I mean, if they can't read, at least let them play. But if you're taking away playtime, what are you giving them? Like, what is this core academics?
Yeah, YouTube. And if your kids are in public school, and let's say you are trying to do the right thing, you're not letting your kids have cell phones or YouTube or anything, they're just going to watch it with their friends at recess time, or what they call it, YouTube time or something like that. They're just going to watch it on their friends' phones. So everybody's going to get. That's when the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as I understand, the kids right now have to put all their cell phones in plastic bags and hang them up in the hallway or something. So this means in there now, what used to be recess is now all the kids just go get to have their phones for about 30 minutes to an hour, and they just indulge in all this YouTube stuff.
And that just sounds like habit building formulation. You restrict the drug, so they anticipate good behaviors to get the drug. They get their fix, and then they continue doing good behavior so they can get their drug back at the end of the day. This sounds like habit forming behavior functions.
Well, it's crazy because even if you're trying to be a good parent, and even if your school, let's say you have one of the only schools in all of America that's actually a good school, that they're not following the elites agenda and all this stuff, they're actually trying to teach their children real information. It doesn't matter because the kids are all going to have cell phones still, and they're all going to be indoctrinated. So all the indoctrination of real math, real science, real logic that the teachers are actually putting into the kids, it's all going to get undone in that 30 minutes of YouTube time with all the brainwashing, because YouTube is going to keep the kids' attention more than some boring science teacher. So it's going to actually be able to put more information in that kid's brain in 30 minutes than the teachers could in 8 hours.
Or at minimum, it shows what it's showing is priority emphasis. We do this logic, math, and science because we really want trash. So you can train all you want, but they don't want that. They're just doing that so they can get the trash. Mm-hmm. So you're not even showing the primary objective is education. You're enforcing the idea. It's a secondary, it's a means to an end. That's all it is. It's not the end. It's just a way to get there so I can get my trash. So still education isn't the priority, even if it was a good school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That lady was right. Our goose is actually cooked.
Yeah, man, that's going to be the next thing when kids start talking about fatigue. See, that's crazy because kids are the dreamers. Pretty soon, I can see it. Like, I'm seeing it. Kids are going to be like, yeah, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. I'm like, if they're tired, the adults are tired. Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Pretty soon the infants are going to be tired.
I mean, yeah, one of my buddies, he didn't really have a good education. He has a farm and everything. I went to his house and I went there and I caught him choking his chicken, but it was because it refused to sit still. So he was trying to chop the head off, when you're cooking and everything. But he couldn't get it to sit still, and he was just, you can tell he's tired. And he asked me if I wanted his farm, but of course I refused it. He was just, again, farmer's fatigue. That's probably something that we could find. Farmer's fatigue.
I didn't look that up, but that's probably true.
He's just tired of wrestling these chickens around the farm, the cows, everything.
He was tired of plowing. He was tired of sowing. Sowing seed, that takes a lot out of you.
It does. It does.
So, the conclusion would have made seem like there has to be a balance between mental stimulation and physical stimulation. When you have only one side stimulation, I think that's where the problem. Like if you were an Amish person and all you had was, I don't know about modern ones, they're probably getting some internet now. I don't know. This is for the theory. So these people, all they do, no TV, no internet, nothing. All they do is outdoor stuff. They probably get fatigued so hard on that, there's this longing for the other side. And then when you have over visual and virtual stimulation, you're probably longing for that. But I think you can't fix it, because when you want something like these Amish people would want this so bad, once they get it, you probably get burnt out really fast because you've already been trained to be overstimulated. And I think the virtual stimulation is the same. You want this so bad, then you get it and you're like, I don't really want this. I think if you don't start with a balance of stimulation, I think you never can have that balance. Once you get the other thing, novelty eradicates fast. You can't preserve that novelty because you've never learned balance. So you just you start indulging, like you eat this buffet all day until you get sick of it because you've never had it, because you've never learned balance of stimulation.
So what do you tell all the corn farmers out there? What do you have to say to them?
I think this is going to take time. I think we're just going to have to start retraining. But I don't think you're going to be able to, because the AI gospel is that we're going to give you a head shade.
Well, right now you have their ears.
Yeah, I think I think it's going to take time. Like you're just going to have to start.
I was like,
yeah, this toilet is.
I was
good.
wondering what that was leading up to.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of, because I think the isolationist idea, you know how it is. You restrict your children, hyperly restrictive. They become very exploratory as they get older, and they may make some radical decisions because you were too restrictive. Or if you're too free, then they end up trying to seek for restriction. So I think it's just a normal understanding, but we've ruined it now. I think everybody knows this ain't new. It's just too much. You have too much isolative stimulation. But before, we used to have a balance of stimulation. And so people could handle novelty progressively and formulate normal life functions.
And what happened to all the cow tipping? Like, how kids talk about they used to go out tipping cows and whatever that means.
But you know how it was for me. Maybe it was like a lot of people my age. I had video games. So I play like King Griffey Jr. baseball or whatever. But then I'd go outside and play baseball or football or whatever. And, that's kind of how it is. You have some internal stimulation, watch a movie, do something, and then you go out there and do something. And it's kind of like there's just this balance of external and internal stimulation. And I don't feel like I'm a burnout in my novelty. But I don't think that's available anymore. Even for adults, I don't think it's available anymore.
You still go out there and tip cows, right?
Good, right.
You can go out there and slap ham. You can,
but when you become
want
overstimulated, I think it gets boring too fast because you don't have a balance between the two. Like one recharges the other.
I don't think slapping ham ever gets boring.
Man, when I heard that guy say BBL fatigue, I was like, no, it's happening, man. It's actually happening. It's like, bro, there's probably, I couldn't find it. Maybe it's because it was a security guideline. But when I tried to type in porn fatigue, because I'm sure that's another thing, because there's so much overstimulation of porn. But when I got that, it just blocked out and says some violation. So it wouldn't even let me look up porn fatigue. But I'm sure it is.
Did you try pornfatigue.com?
No, I was trying to find it on TikTok so I could show people. Because I assume if you have this feeling, you're going to make a TikTok about it.
Well, Elder knows the way. He said corn fatigue. So
corn
that's a way
fatigue, yeah.
Well, I'm not.
That's a way to go through the gates.
I'm not looking at it up right now.
You're a gatekeeper.
No, I
now?
meant like corn farmer, corn fatigue, like, you know.
Oh, I thought you were just saying. You're a corn copper.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Although I guess that other thing would work. That's true, corn. Yeah.
But I mean, sure, everybody admits it. I don't think anybody
Prawn.
denies there's an oversaturation of pornography today, like there's never been in all. So I'm sure
Of
there's a
human
porn
history.
fatigue. And it even at that, it's like we're getting too isolatively stimulated. So of course it's going to breed things like incels and other people that says, I'm satisfied with this. Give me my robot. Give me this thing that when I get tired of it, I can shove it in a closet and do whatever. There's too much isolated, one-sided stimulation, which doesn't give the novelty and the pursuit for the other stimulation. And I think the only way to fix that is you're going to have to start over. Like, we're just going to have to start balancing stimulation. I don't think you can fix it. Like, there's a solution tomorrow, not exposure therapy or anything like that.
You know, one comedian actually pointed out that when robots are able to think for themselves and have human emotion, because, you know, guys are like, oh, yeah, I can't wait till my sex robot has human emotion and everything. And this comedian pointed out, he's like, yeah, it's going to come out of the closet, look at you and be like, I have a headache.
Right.
Go back in the closet.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Or I got to go recharge.
Yeah, I don't feel good.
And it's like, but
Yeah,
you're
I'm
fully
not feeling
charged.
it.
Yeah, well, you know, I think there's like a trickling issue or something. So actually going to start making excuses.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
You
gonna
don't,
pretend
you
to
don't
be
want
a-
human emotions on a sex bot. You
Because if
don't.
it's training on current female data, yeah, it's going to reciprocate female data.
Yeah, I
gonna
just thought
leave.
the funniest
Hang
part
out
about
with other robots, sex robots.
yeah.
Whoa, I didn't even think about that.
That's
The
insane.
robot's like, you know, what happens if I go be with another robot?
Well, they're just gonna go out with the girls tonight. It's like we're just gonna go to the bar tonight. See who gets. Just like we're just replacing
And
ourselves.
then it's the guy bar. The guy robots are going to be the one trying to pick them
Guy
up.
robot's going to hit on it.
And we're
be
just
like,
going to
"Hey,
be
babe,
watchers.
Yeah,
And we're going to get bored
Yep.
of that.
There it is.
they may get bored
We're
of
going to have
us.
Well, they may not. They
robot
might like
sex fatigue.
Yeah, for us viewers, they might just be happy with that.
Well, they'll experience fatigue too if they face the same energy problem.
It is interesting. Now, if robots get fatigued,
They already are. They can't even get off the ground right now because we have an energy problem. They
No,
have as much energy as we do.
I'm talking conceptually. Like, they're like, I don't feel like it. It's like, wow, you don't feel like it, huh?
Well, contraceptively, they're going to be bearing our children here soon.
If they want to.
The fruit of my loins.
I mean, I'd like to see one of these guys force a robot to do something they don't want to do.
Yeah, I'd like to see that too.
Yeah, because, you know, a robot female is probably greater than the strongest male. See, that is the difference. See,
Right.
they make these arguments with trans women and trans men, but you're talking about a robot. A robot female is stronger than the strongest male.
You think she'd be able to handle an ape?
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure it probably could handle an ape too, if it's a real robot. Yeah, so that's a whole nother conversation. You know, for all those, you know, I don't even know. I'm getting fatigued.
Number
on
5
this.
is alive.
Yeah, this whole thing is fatigued out.
They live.
Anyways, you have anything else on your tabs, or is that about it?
One more thing. A guy was talking to his Alexa, and it knew information about him that it shouldn't have known. It shan't have known.
You said you didn't have record of me talking about how I'm in nursing school to you, right?
You're absolutely right. And I shouldn't have mentioned nursing school earlier. I don't have any record of you telling me about nursing school.
But like earlier when I said I was tired, you said, and I quote, that is understandable, especially with you being in nursing school, right? That's what you said?
You're absolutely correct. I did say that. And I can see why that's confusing and concerning. I have some background information that helps me provide personalized responses. but I handled it poorly by bringing up nursing school without you mentioning it first. That would definitely feel weird, and I should have been more transparent about how I knew that detail.
Okay, but then how did you know that detail? Because, like, who gave you that information? I've never talked about nursing school with you.
I hear your concern. I have some background information about users to help personalize responses, but I shouldn't have used that detail without you mentioning it first.
Okay, but like, where did
Alexa,
where did you hear that I was in nursing school from?
I made a mistake earlier by mentioning nursing school. I don't have any record of you telling me about nursing school. I'll be more careful about how I use background information going forward.
That's what it's come to.
It sounds like a good robotics response. There are a lot of lawsuits and claims that Amazon has admitted that they are recording all audio data and analyzing it within a database to curate personal interaction, but clearly they're also training Alexa to deny it all too.
Seems to work hand in hand, you know.
At least people now know we're doing a service there, colleague. We got Alexa fatigue.
Oh, please. Like, again, regardless of what you guys think, I'm human.
You and your partner.
I'm just so full of love, and that's what it's always been about. Me and my partner, we're on the love train.
It's good.
You're full of something.
I'm glad you guys haven't had love fatigue.
Yeah, well, I'm going to ignore that, Elder. It almost sounded like a slight, like I'm catching strays.
No, never. No, I wouldn't question your honesty and your integrity.
Good, because nobody ever does. Now, I question it sometimes, but people usually, they just...
Hey, listen, if it's coming out of your mouth, it's got to be true.
Yeah. Well, out of the mouths of babes.
Well, anyways, I appreciate everybody today and our conversation. Hopefully you guys aren't fatigued of this podcast. But if you are, I can understand why, because everybody's probably fatigued of everything. But, try to do something. Try to solve it. I'm not giving the solutions. I do see a problem. I do see what we could do, but that's neither here nor there. I want to hear from you guys. You guys tell us this is obvious. You can't deny it. Everybody has this problem. Everybody's fatigued of everything. There's a novelty issue. There's an overstimulation issue. How do you solve it? How do you fix this? Denying it's not real and saying, my poop don't smell. That doesn't fix anything. We all are dealing with this problem as a collective. How do you fix it? What are you going to do? Tell us in the comments.
Are you guys fatigued from listening to us? Because we hope you are. We want you to be fatigued at how much you love this show. Like people lining up saying something like, we are just so tired of thinking of the Matrix Network. Why can't that be a thing?
Yes. Why can't it be a thing? Maybe it should be a thing.
Yeah, we want you guys to be so tired of how much you love us.
But Trump kind of emphasized it. He says, we're winning. We're going to keep on winning. And we're going to win so much, you're going to say, I'm tired of winning. No, Trump, no. I can't win anymore. But we're going to keep on winning. So maybe he already knew about all of this.
China.
Yeah, and China, they're still not winning in his mind, so... Anyways, I appreciate all you guys tuning in. As always, like this video, subscribe if you haven't. Consider joining and becoming a paid member here at the Matrix Network, helping us get over our fatigue. Fatigue. And, leave a comment, listen to the live, join us every Thursday if you want to talk to us. And we're going to...
clap back.
Maybe next week, I no promises, but maybe next week, instead of dealing with fatigue, maybe we'll deal with fetish, because that is the other side of the thing, because fetish leads to fatigue. But maybe there's a whole line of fetishes. I don't know. No promises, but that's always an option. But as always, this fine gentleman here, that's colleague. That's Elder. Oh, that Joker's mean mugging.
He looks like Play-Doh.
Yeah. And as always, I'm host. And this has been the Matrix Network. We'll see you guys in the next one.